I'm Luke Pasqualino. I play the part of Freddie McClare in Skins.
Oh, I'm Clarissa Clayton, and I play Karen in Skins.
Okay, and how do we first meet both your characters?
You first meet Freddie when he's skating down one of the steepest streets in Bristol on a skateboard, and yeah, he's, when you first meet him, he just seems like one of the guys, just kind of chilling with his best friends at a cafe. It just seems like the world. He's on top of the world, really. But as the series progresses, you start to see Freddie in a different light. You see that he's got this annoying sister. He's got this dad that can't agree with anything he says. Just takes his sister's side over any disagreement. And unfortunately, Freddie's mum's passed away, and his sister kind of uses the fact that they've got a dead mother as an excuse to get votes on a reality TV show that she enters. So, that kind of sends Freddie over the edge. And also, Freddie's in a bit of a love triangle as well, and it doesn't help the love triangles with his best friend. So he's constantly trying to battle with his best friend, battle at home. It just seems like Freddie's in a constant battle, and he just can't really hack it.
You first see Karen in episode 2 at a party, and she's really annoyed that Freddie has come along with all his little friends, and she doesn't really get along with Freddie at all because of the whole mother thing, and because she's so determined to become famous and to get somewhere, and Freddie doesn't really see her, why she's so ambitious into that, sort of career path. We do argue quite a lot, don't we?
We do.
About just absolutely everything, friends,
Well, Freddie and Karen argue.
Yeah.
Freddie is, in the first episode, he's one of 3 guys chasing after Effie. How is that? But he seems to have the sort of more genuine affection for her. How's that going to pan out across the sort of series?
Yeah, when we first see Freddie, he's if you don't know Freddie, you kind of already, I think you can tell that he's the one that kind of wants Effie for love, and Freddie and Cook just really wants her just for antics, basically, narcotics and stuff. So it pans out in the series. I don't really want to say too much because it's kind of ruined the series, but it pans out that it's basically just an ongoing problem that it just doesn't really ever get resolved. So that's the only way to really describe it. So.
And like you say, you two are brother and sister, but don't get along. So what is the sort of relationship like, and how does it sort of develop during the series?
Well, towards the beginning of the series, we hate each other. We can't stand around. We can't, be in the same room as each other without arguing. But in episode 5, we sort of find common ground between us, and our relationship gets a little bit better. Then towards the end of the series, it's sort of like the same as it was in the beginning. Yeah.
There's a lot of sort of sex and nudity and drugs, as there was in the first 2 series of Skins. How much sort of was it fun to film, or was that sort of when you're having people are getting their clothes off and setting fire to things in school lockers? Is that fun to film? Yeah,
it's fun, because it's kind of, you never know really what's going to happen and stuff like that. I mean, when we were setting the locker on fire, it was kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. It just kind of did massive heat, nearly singed all my eyebrows off and stuff. So I wasn't really expecting it, but it was good. All of it's so fun. You're always learning lots, and I think that makes it really enjoyable as well.
And what's the sort of atmosphere like on set? Because there's a lot of you who are all about the same sort of age, hanging around. Is it as much fun as it is for the actual characters?
Oh, it's amazing.
It is.
what we get up to in the series. And in one of the episodes, there's a massive food fight, and I think everyone really enjoyed that. Just getting to throw things at other people on purpose was hilarious. Trying to get everyone in their face. Yeah.
It was kind of don't get each other dirty, because you've got to film in those clothes and it's going to be a nightmare, and we'd have to go to the studio and get in a fresh set of clothes and stuff. But we didn't really care. We were just kind of just aiming for anyone. And I think you got it the worst, didn't you?
I did, and
she had to get hit, so everyone was just aiming for her.
Yeah, and I was in 4-inch heels, and I actually fell flat on my face because I slipped on all the whipped cream on the floor 2 seconds before they yelled cut, which was quite embarrassing.
Yeah. Obviously, Skins comes with a reputation of the first 2 series. Do you think how does it sort of the series compare? Are they similar, or is it noticeably different?
Yeah, I mean, series 1 and 2. I mean, series 3 is a lot like 1 and 2 because of the sex, drugs, and rock and roll element. That's all still there. But I mean, someone could have not watched the first 2 series and watched the 3rd series and completely understand what's going on. It's like because they've changed the characters around. It is literally a brand new series. It's like a brand new series. So yeah, I think that they are similar and they are very different in ways, and we'll let you watch it to find out how.
Are you nervous about the sort of fans' reaction, like from the first episode? I mean, when it airs, there's obviously going to be people going online and discussing and saying, is it as good or as bad as the first?
I think the hardcore Skins fans from the first 2 series, really didn't agree with the fact that all the characters from the first 2 series were actually cut, apart from Effie and Pandora. But hopefully they'll give us a chance, because they're completely different sets of characters, and there are references to the first 2 series characters. So hopefully they'll see that we tried to do a good job, and hopefully they'll understand that.
I mean, up until about a couple of months ago, it seemed like the only thing that people were starting to say was, either it looks good, it looks okay, or give them a chance or something like that, or it was just completely the opposite. It's never going to be the same, stuff like that. But my kind of opinion changed on it this morning when I actually watched the first quarter of the first episode on the internet. It was on there, so I kind of checked out the comments to see what people were saying, and literally 9 out of 10 comments were saying, not what I expected, pleasantly surprised, I will watch it, can't wait, and stuff like that. So, yeah. It's given me a bit more of a sense of relief now. I feel a bit better about it.
I think when all the characters were officially released, I think that's when the sort of attitudes towards the 3rd series sort of changed, just to see, because they actually got to see what the characters would look like, and I think they're kind of guessing what they're going to be like, because obviously the first episode hasn't been aired yet, so they're sort of guessing what all the characters are like and what the links between the characters will be.